Hello everyone, welcome back to Tiny Tutor-Tube, where we bring you educational content to help you excel in your academic journey. I'm Solomon, your host for today's presentation on how to write a research proposal. Whether you are a student embarking on your first research project or a seasoned scholar looking to refine your proposal writing skills, this guide will provide you with a comprehensive overview of the essential components of a research proposal. So let us dive and explore the key elements together. So we start with the title page. This is where you present your title of the research project. Also your name features here and your supervisor's name and also your institutional affiliation. So the title page is the first thing your leaders will see. So make it count, include the title of your research project, your name, your supervisor's name, and institutional affiliation, like I said, where the research will take place. That is the institutional affiliation. So, next up is the abstract. We have the abstract. Think of it as a sneak peek into your entire research proposal. In 150 to 250 words, summarize your research problem, objectives, methodology, and key findings. It is your chance to hook your readers and reel them in. So then, after you write your your abstract, then you are ready to go to chapter 1. Normally, the abstract is written as the last part, as the last element. So we go to chapter 1, that is the introduction of your research proposal. Then under that, we have the background of the study. Provide context for your research by discussing the broader field or area of study. Also in this, the background of study, you explain your research problem uh, uh, is worth investigating. Why are you investigating that? So then we go to the research statement of the problem. In this, you clearly define the research problem or question and explain the significance. Then from there, now you are ready to go to writing your research objectives. Spell out the aims of your research. What do you hope to achieve? Remember to make your objectives specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So use the SMART criteria. So then from there, you go to the research questions or the hypothesis. So list the main questions or hypothesis your study will address. Make sure they align with your research objectives, right? So from there, you go to the scope and limitations of your study. In this, you define the scope of your study and discuss any constraints you might face. That is the limitations. So from there, you go to the significance of the study. What is the importance of your study? Highlight the potential impact of your research on the field and how it fills a gap in existing knowledge. So after that, you're done with chapter 1. Now you are ready to go to chapter 2, the literature review. Then you need to introduce this. And then in your introduction, give an overview of why you are conducting a literature review and how it ties into your research. Then a review of your relevant literature. That is the point number 2 under chapter 2. That is review of relevant literature. In this, you dive into the existing body of literature related to your topic. Identify key concepts, theories, and studies, and analyze them critically. So that is a review of relevant literature. So then you go to the theoretical framework under chapter 2. Also, present the theories guiding your research and explain how they inform your approach in this. Well, then from there, if applicable, include the conceptual framework. So in this, you will illustrate the key variables and their relationships in your study. So then after that, you are done with chapter 2. Now we go to chapter 3, whereby you're supposed to clearly explain your research methodology. How are you going to collect your data? So in this, you will start with the research design. In this, you start by describing your overall approach, the strategy, and data collection methods. That is in the research design. Then from there, you go to the participants or the population that you are studying. Who is going to be part of your study? Describe your participants or target population, and maybe probably you can go ahead to explain how your inclusion or your exclusion criteria is, or how it is. Uh, then from there we can go to data collection procedures. In this you explain how you will gather data and what tools or instruments you will use, like surveys. It could be interviews, observations, it could be questionnaires, and all that. It all depends with your study. So from there you go to data analysis plan. How are you going to analyze your data? So outline how you will analyze the data to address your research questions or hypotheses. Yeah, right. Then what are the ethical considerations? In this, you discuss any ethical issues related to your research and how you plan to address them. For example, the informed consent. How are you going to protect the data that you are going to collect? Then from there, we go to the limitation of the study. In this, be upfront about any limitations or biases that might affect your findings. Discuss any limitations or potential sources of bias in your study and how you will mitigate them. So then from there, you go to the conclusion. Wrapping up things, uh, we have the conclusion. Summarize the key points of your research proposal, emphasize its significance, and give a sneak peek into the next steps of your research journey. And now, lists on the references. Don't forget to cite all the sources you have referenced in your proposal. It is very important. It is crucial for giving credit where it is due and maintaining academic integrity. List all the sources cited in your research proposal following a specific citation style. That one is dependent on maybe what style you are required to use. That is APA or maybe the MLA, just to give a few examples. Then you need to have the appendices. Lastly, that is the last part. Lastly, if you have any additional materials like survey instruments or consent forms, include them in the appendices to provide further context for your research, like the informed consent form, the questionnaire. You may want to include that on this part, the appendices. And there you have it, folks, a comprehensive guide to writing a research proposal. that will knock the socks off your readers. I hope you found this breakdown helpful on your quest for academic excellence. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow scholars, and hit the subscribe button for more mind-blowing content from Tiny Tutor-Tube. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shining bright. Thank you.